Most of the saunas that I review typically cost $5,000, $10,000, $15,000. And any sauna that I've reviewed under $5,000 is usually made out of a tent material, is just a one person, or lacks a lot of features. But today, we're reviewing the Nordic Recovery 2-person infrared sauna. And we're gonna decide if this is a sauna worth considering for yourself or not. And yes, it starts at $2,199. Let's jump in. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the warranty. This comes with a 2-year warranty. And the reason I say that is because most only come with 1. It also comes with a 30-day trial period. So you can test this thing out for 30 days. And if you don't like it, they have free returns and fast shipping. There's also 3 different models. This is the 2-person model, but they do have a 1-person model that's $21.99. The 2-person model you see behind me is $27.99, but then they also have a 3-person option that bumps up a lot to $38.99. Not sure why there's such a big jump there, but if you want 3 people, that's what it's gonna cost. Now, at the end of this video, if you need more information, I will have a link to this company down in the video description. Check that out on your own time. But for now, I wanna jump into all the details of this particular sauna to help you decide if it's worth it for you or not. I'm gonna jump inside this to talk about the heaters, because the heaters are the most important part of any sauna. And this is equipped with a lot of different heaters. You have a carbon panel across the entire left side of your body, all the way down to your ankles. You also have that same mirror image on the right side. So you've got carbon panels here on your back and your front, and they really don't lose a lot of space with the heaters, which is good for the ambient temperature in the sauna. So it goes all the way down your ankles. You have heaters down here on the floor for the bottom of your feet. And then focus your attention on the most important heaters, the full spectrum heaters, which can generate a lot of heat. And sometimes they can generate so much heat that it's uncomfortable. So you have a full spectrum back heater for passenger number 1. You have a full spectrum back heater for passenger number 2. And you have a full spectrum heater right here on the calves, which is so clutch. I actually haven't seen a sauna with a full spectrum heater on the calves before, and it feels just so warming on the calves and ankles. But like I was saying, sometimes people get into a full spectrum sauna and the heaters can be really, really intense, especially after a 10-minute session. So they have these dials up here at the top for both that you can control the actual heat. I have them set on max right now, but you can actually dial it down to minimum, which basically, as you can see, kind of turns that light almost all the way off. And then I'm just gonna turn it all the way back up to max because I wanna really heat this thing up and see how hot it can get. But this is it built. This is me actually turning it on and operating it. What about building it? So when you order one of these things, it's gonna come typically in a box and you are going to be responsible for assembling it yourself. And when you look at one of these things, because they're kind of big, it can be a little daunting. If you've never built one of these before, you can look at this when you open the box and say, I quit. I return it, or calling a handyman seems like the best option. But let me tell you, Nordic Recovery will ship this with some very detailed, easy to follow instructions. You really can't mess it up. Matter of fact, every panel you see, with the exception of the glass, comes pre-assembled. All you have to do is put your base down on the floor, then install the back panel, which it's completely installed. Then you install your left panel, which there's these clasps on the back that simply just clasp to hold it together. Then you put the right side on. At this point, you'll typically put the bench together, plugging in some of the heating components that are on the floor that are hidden actually behind the bench. Then you'll put the roof on, and this is where you'll connect everything. On the roof of the sauna is where all the connection points really end up. And that is probably the most scary if you've never played with one of these before, but it's really plug and play. Everything is labeled easily. Building this should take no longer than 2 hours doing it yourself. The hardest part for this entire process was putting in the glass. The glass was shipped in its own packaged box, which I appreciate because I've actually had a few saunas shipped where the glass doors are assembled and shattered. It happens. It sucks for the company, it sucks for the shipping company, and it sucks for the end consumer, but it does happen. The glass came very protected, but I was responsible for installing it myself, which I've done this a few times, but it still kind of is the one part of the assembly that I really didn't enjoy. And matter of fact, my door, it took me a few tries to get it flush. That's the only thing that was just a little bit of a bummer. So if you could figure out a way to ship this with the front door and the front panel completely built, Nordic Recovery, I think everybody would really appreciate that. But that was installation. All you have to do from there is plug it into a standard 15 amp household outlet, which, guys, that is huge. Not having to hire a licensed electrician to come to your house and run power specifically for your sauna, because let's face it, most of the time you want your sauna in a really interesting place. that you probably don't have the power for when it comes to most full spectrum saunas. The fact that I have 3 full spectrum heaters and multiple other infrared heaters all on with lights, with Bluetooth. Oh yeah, we'll go over all those features here in a second. And it's all plugged right into the same outlet that this light and a few other things are plugged into, and everything's working is really, really impressive. Now that being said, I would recommend having a dedicated 15 amp because this will draw a lot of power, and you want this to be able to pull all the power it needs to heat up fast, to heat up efficient, and to heat up to its max. But that is the only requirements really needed. Building this is fairly easy, and the fact that you can just plug it into any outlet is a huge bonus. For this next part, I wanna measure it. I know you'll find the measurements online, but I wanna show you. I'm a 6'1", 210-pound guy, and this is how big this sauna is. And like I said, most entry-level price-wise saunas are fairly small. This, they didn't really skimp on it. So far, I'm pretty impressed. But let's talk about the exact dimensions. So from the back to the very front, we're talking 41 inches, which is, when we look at the width, this is the outside dimensions, we're looking at just over 46 inches. And then as far as the height goes, from the floor all the way to the top, we're looking at 75 inches, which the only thing you really need to know is if you have a lower ceiling, you will need access to the top. So don't think you're gonna tuck this away into a small, really, really low ceiling where it barely fits, unless you've already got it built and you literally slide it there, because this isn't very heavy. You can slide it around as well. Obviously, if you have a wooden floor or something where it's easy to slide stuff on, put it on some coasters. Very light, very easy to slide around if you need to move it. Now let's pop inside and measure the bench, because you do lose a little bit of space with the walls and with the heaters. And before we do that, I'd like to talk about the doorway, because some doors are pretty small. We're looking at 22 inches of doorway, which is just under 2 feet. And then there's not a big lip here at the foot, which there are some with pretty large lips and people tend to stub their toes. But you're looking at 67 inches of doorway to walk inside and step inside of this thing. I want to measure the bench because that's probably the most important thing. From the actual backrest to the front of the bench is 15 inches. So it's a kind of small bench, most of them around 17 inches. If you measure the whole bench, it is just over 17 inches. But like I said, the backrest and the heaters keeping you off the heat takes up a little bit of that space, which isn't a big problem. As far as the width goes, between the side panels is 40 inches. Once again, the bench itself is a little bit wider than that, but it tucks itself under these heaters and under the side paneling and the backrest to, once again, keep you from accidentally hitting the heating mechanism. Now, one thing you really need to know is the black parts of the sauna, that piece right there and the light behind me, they get really, really hot to touch. That's why we have this wooden paneling on the back and on the sides and all around to prevent us from accidentally touching it. And I do love the gap, because the gap on this is inside of 1 inch, meaning you can't really like lean up on it and have your skin go into it and touch, which there are other saunas that I've reviewed where the gap is pretty large, and my wife and I will be sitting in them or testing out the saunas, and you lean back and like the skin just kind of like molds into that and can get burned. And it's not a comfortable situation. It kind of makes you feel a little on edge. And when you're in a sauna, the whole point is relaxation. The whole point is recovery. So I love that they made it very, very narrow. So you can just get in here, lean back, feel nice and comfortable. Now that points out one really important thing. Once again, with a smaller, cheaper sauna. When I say cheaper, I'm talking about price. This is a sauna under $3,000. To me already, that's impressive. But you would think that they would skimp up on a lot of stuff. They wouldn't put a heater down here on the calves, or they would shorten the heater that's out here in the front space, like maybe kind of make it the body contour just to save on cost, but they didn't. The heater itself goes from the floor, and I just want to talk about this front spot because it's really cool. From the floor all the way to, you got 54 inches of heater on this front panel on both sides, which does a great job helping to heat up the air inside it. Now that makes me bring up an important point. When it comes to an infrared sauna, you don't necessarily need the air temperature to get that hot for you to start sweating. As a matter of fact, I have the door open. The temperature in here is currently sitting at 40 degrees Celsius. That's one thing. I don't know how to change this to Fahrenheit. It says it F up there, but I'll have to play with that a little bit and figure it out. Maybe read the manual. I don't typically read the manuals before I talk about these things. I like talking about what I see, what you're going to experience, what the average consumer is going to experience when they own this thing. but it's 40 degrees Celsius inside the sauna right now. But I'm already starting to sweat. It's because I have full spectrum heat penetrating my back right now while the door is open. And that's one of the cool things about an infrared sauna and a full spectrum infrared sauna. But another measurement I really think is important, other than the height from the floor to the top of the bench, which is 18 inches, is the distance from the bench to the glass. How much room do I have in front of the bench here? Which is a little over 20 inches. That's a lot of room. That's a lot of room for my feet. I have a foot heater down here to heat up my feet. And like you can see, I have plenty of room for a friend, my wife, my kids. I have plenty of room for a second person to come get in the sauna. Some two-person saunas are a little bit tight. And the fact that you can get a two-person sauna for less money than some one-person saunas on the market right now that are pretty comparable to this, that's a big plus. All right, we've talked about specs, we've talked about measurements, building this thing. Now let's talk about some of the features that you're seeing. The lighting in here is currently green because I have my chromotherapy lighting set to green. You can change that to a lot of different colors and features. There's also a can light right up here in the middle that I can turn off if I really just want to focus on the color lighting. Now, at night, it looks really, really cool because you're really only seeing the glow of green or red or whatever color you choose. But let's say I don't want that lighting and I want to either have no lighting at all, or I just want a little can light. Maybe I want a reading light. I want to read a book while I'm in here, which is one thing you can do in an infrared sauna versus a traditional sauna. A lot of traditional saunas with the traditional heater, the air inside the sauna gets over 200 degrees, and that can delaminate a lot of books if you're in there for a long period of time. So I've got my can lighting on. I'm gonna turn on my chromotherapy lighting, which its standard color is yellow. It's kind of like a little yellowish. It's very nice for the circadian rhythm. But let's say I really want to change that. I hold down this button here, and you're gonna see L1. All I have to do is hit that again, and you're gonna see it turn to red, green, blue, like a white, back to this like greenish yellow, purple or magenta, teal, white again, back to yellow, back to red. So yeah, and you can turn that off. I'm gonna turn it back to the green for the rest of this video because that's what we started with, so that's what we're gonna finish with. And there's also Bluetooth speakers. The Bluetooth speakers and a lot of these things aren't high quality, so we'll have to test that and see really what it is. I actually haven't tested a ton of them. There's only been a few where I've actually connected my phone to the Bluetooth and played it, and I'm like, what the freak? Why would you even advertise you have Bluetooth speakers? Like, these suck. They sound like an old AM radio. So we'll test these out and we'll let you determine if they're good or not. But you do have Bluetooth, FM, and USB, so you can plug in a USB here, simply plug right into your phone if you don't want Bluetooth to be traveling around here. And there's some arrows up and down to control time, temp, all that fun stuff. Very simple display, not a lot going on there, just pretty user-friendly, which is kind of nice. And you're seeing you have lights on the top coming down. You also have lights underneath the bench, so your feet get lighting as well. I mentioned the dials behind each full spectrum heater earlier, but also we have an air ionizer, and what this is designed to do, and it comes with this is an option on a lot of saunas, but it comes with this, and this is designed to help purify and cleanse the air. So while you're in here sweating, sometimes there can be body odor, sometimes there can be some smells you don't really want. When you're done with a session, you can turn this on and it can ionize and help to cleanse the air inside your sauna. But I always recommend whenever you're done with a sauna session, don't lock in all that heat and humidity, open the door and let it come out. It's probably the best, cleanest way to maintain your sauna. All right, so we just connected Bluetooth, which was simple. You literally just set this on Bluetooth, find it in your phone, and mine says BT301 Audio B. That's what it might say on yours. Let's test these out. Max. Okay, you control the sound with this. Let's hear it.
Yeah, enough of the love. I need to be hated again.
It's not bad.
I need somebody to smash, break on my plaques. Tell me,
but it's pretty clean. Let's pause that. There's a good test run of a song that has a lot of depth. So not the best speaker in the world, but it's definitely better than most. So the Bluetooth definitely works. Once again, there's USB. You can also switch it to FM. Let's get it. Let's get out of that. Okay, FM. Let's just totally. I love when they do that. They have like an FM radio, but like, yeah, I would probably not use it for FM. Use it for Bluetooth. Maybe use it for USB. But yeah, I don't know if I would use it for FM at all. All right, so there is a full review of this product, but now let's go over specs. Let's do some rapid fire information on the sauna so you can have it all on one video. So full spectrum heaters, there's 3. Far infrared heaters, there's 5 on this 2-person sauna. The 1-person sauna has less, and the 3-person sauna probably has a few more. If you look at the 1-person or the 3-person options, obviously this is all gonna change just a little bit, but the overall build quality and everything is probably very, very similar. What they're claiming online is it only has a 20-minute heat up time, which is really, really rapid compared to many and most all far infrared saunas. I'm gonna say it's probably because of the full spectrum heaters. They do generate a lot more heat into the air, but once again, the air temperature is slightly important, but when you're using an infrared sauna or a full spectrum infrared sauna, it's not so much about the ambient temperature around you as it is the heat penetrating you. Like I said, I was sitting inside there with the door wide open so my camera could breathe, and I was still starting to sweat, even though I had just turned it on. Some important things that most people just see and they don't really know what it means, but the Canadian hemlock wood is a very common wood used in an infrared sauna. And that is what this is made out of, which is really cool. It's also a low toxic, low EMF environment inside there. We talked about the adaptive ambient lighting, the Bluetooth, the air ionizer. We went over the digital controls, the fact that it's plug and play. And one thing you might be interested in is it pulls 1750 watts, which is pretty much maxing out the power for a 15 amp breaker. They aren't using any toxic chemicals. This is a VOC-free experience, which is awesome. There's a few companies out there that really talk about that being a huge selling point. And as they've kind of made it popular, I think more and more people are demanding that. It's cool to see even entry-level price-wise saunas are coming out with VOC-free, chemical-free environments. And of course, the chromotherapy lighting, which really sets the mood on this. So that's all the specs. We've talked about a lot here, but I think what I would be most interested in if I was watching a review on the sauna before buying it is the actual experience. So I'm gonna let it heat up. Not to full temperature. So I am gonna let it heat up to its max temperature, which is 65 degrees Celsius or 149 degrees Fahrenheit, which is pretty common in the infrared sauna space. It says it only takes 20 minutes. I've had the door shut for about 5. I'm gonna let it finish heating up, and then we're gonna experience an actual 10-minute sauna session in here and see if we can actually sweat. All right, that went faster than I thought. 65 degrees and about 20 minutes. Now let's get in there. All right, 10-minute timer. Set a timer for 10 minutes. 10-minute timer starting now. 10-minute timer. The goose is cooked. Well, that was 10 minutes, and yeah, I'm sweating pretty good, man. This is actually an impressive sweat, an impressive sauna. 10 minutes in here, the things I loved about it, and I love sauna. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I'm in the sauna all the time. I'm in a lot of different saunas. I get to test and review a lot of these products. That's what I do. That's what this channel is about. So if you're interested in health and wellness products that are out there, that are coming out, some that haven't even launched yet, and you just want to be in the know, make sure you subscribe to this channel, David Moss Jr. I'm kind of like really like that health and wellness product review guy. That's kind of like what I do. I have a personality and life outside of that too. But as somebody who does review a lot of these products, I can say like this was an impressive sauna. Like I can't believe this is only a $2,700 sauna. And I was able to get a really good sweat, full spectrum heat, lots of amenities, good size, 2-person. Definitely one I would consider. I would totally consider this. So that's my opinion. If you yourself are interested in this, there's a link down in the video description that'll take you to the website. I think they're giving a discount. I don't know. Tell me if they're giving a discount with that link. I don't even know. I just was excited to review a product that is affordable and can give people a really, really good sweat. And that is what this is delivering. So hopefully you liked this video. Hopefully you got some value out of it. If you did, please like it, leave a comment, follow me on Instagram, engage with me there, be my friend. Like I'm looking for friends in real life. So people interested in health and wellness typically are pretty cool people. So I'd love to meet you in real life at some point. So if you have any questions, pop them down below. I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day, my friends, and God bless.